This episode of the Poundcast is in part brought to you by Louisville Vegan Jerky. You can find their product at www.lvjco.com, and they sell vegan jerky, as the name implies, and they have lots of different flavors, such as pepperoni pizza, buffalo hot wings, smoky Carolina barbecue, and so on. And they also have these sort of special flavors that, they usually have a new special flavor every month. And this month it's Cincinnati chili. It's a co-presented by Alien Workshop. It's Cincinnati style chili, and but there's other fun flavors like Neil hamburger jerky. It's a sort of a hamburger style jerky. There's sesame chicken and Riff Raff's orange chicken. Those are some of the special flavors. And anyway, this stuff is bagged in the United States. It has a shelf life of 9 months, and you can get a discount if you order online of 20% if you use the code word Poundcast. Use the code word Poundcast on your order. You get 20% off. You can also find it in stores such as Whole Foods and Sprouts. So once again, check out Louisville Vegan Jerky Company at lvjco.com. Use the code word Poundcast for 20% off.
Brent talking. Brent, what will Brent talk about today? Brent talking to some pimples. Brent will talk to friends, and Brent talking on the Poundcast.
Welcome to the Poundcast. My name is Brent Weinbach, and I'm here with Jack Birch.
Welcome to the Poundcast. My name is Jack Birch.
There it is.
There it is.
That was a mix between it and he. I said, there he is.
There it is.
There he is. So I feel like it's been maybe a month since I've talked to you or something like that.
Yeah, about a month.
On an episode, right? What's been going on the last month?
What's been going on? You know, I went to the cinema recently, and I have some gripes with it. Maybe we could get into that.
Yeah, what's your gripes? Okay, so some of the things you were annoyed with, huh?
Yeah, some things I was annoyed with.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, I mean...
you came to the right place. Okay.
Well, okay, first of all, our Uber on the way to the cinema got pulled over by the police. This is just a side note, but that's quite an interesting thing to happen.
Yeah. Okay. And why did he get pulled over? Did he have a tail light that was out?
No. So he turned onto a road, and apparently he almost hit someone who was crossing the road and didn't see it. I didn't see it either.
Oh wow!
But the police were behind, and they felt it was necessary to pull him over, which was kind of funny. That's never happened to me before.
Sounds like a conspiracy to me.
Yeah.
Trying to think if No, I don't really take Ubers very often. I'm trying to think if I've ever been in a taxi or anything like that. No, I mean, no. I've driven other people around and gotten pulled over.
Yeah.
I wasn't driving them around professionally, but yeah. Anyway.
So you've been in that situation?
I've been pulled over a handful of times, sure. I've been pulled over I've probably been pulled over at least 10 times, now that I think about it.
Well,
yeah, I mean, I'm a bit of a bad boy, you know. I'm a bit of a suspicious character, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
People see me driving around, they think that guy looks a little sketchy.
You got your big coat. You got your big coat on and your fedora.
Yep, I got the fedora. I got the coat. I've got my Groucho Marx glasses on, and I've got my, I have a periscope, or kind of one of those periscope goggles on. And anyway,
and you're just getting profiled by the police.
I get profiled all the time. I do get profiled as suspicious. We'll get back. I know you got this, the rest of the story coming up, but I think sometimes certain people find me to look a certain way that makes them suspicious for some reason, or sketched out or something like that. You know, I've gotten that. I've gotten that before. I've gotten that. I mean, what do they
regular
want me to
guy.
do? Walk around with a smile on a forced smile on my face? Yeah. Do they want me walking around like this?
Looking more suspicious.
I know, that's even more creepy. So, look, it's not just people don't just have prejudices against people based on their skin tone. There's other things too, And I know
Yeah.
what it's like, and I know what it's like out there. You know what I mean? I know what it's like. Nah, but I've been pulled over. I mean, sometimes I've been pulled over because I definitely should have been pulled over.
Right. It's funny to be a passenger in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, was it kind of exciting?
It was kind of exciting. We were on the way to the cinema, so there's a time crunch element
That
to it.
sucks.
So
Yeah.
so that was kind of annoying.
So did you kind of pipe in when the officer was talking to the driver and go, excuse me, officer, could you sort of kind of pick up the pace a little bit? We've got a movie to catch.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, are you Ubering?" And then like we passed, and we were like, "Yeah, he's Ubering. Like, can we move this along?"
We're trying to watch Long Legs, okay? So can you make this a little? Can you make these legs a little shorter so we can get to our long legs that we?
That was good. That was what we ended up seeing as well. But
Really?
we'll get into that. Yeah.
That's funny. I just sort of guessed that, but I mean it's out right now, so I just
Yeah, it's out right now. So yeah, so we get that, and it was a choice between two films.
Wait, quick question: how quick was that interaction with the officer?
Maybe like 5 minutes,
And,
maybe less.
Oh, really? And did he give him a ticket?
He didn't, just a warning.
Oh, a warning. And
Yeah.
did
But then then like 2 seconds later, the driver did jump a light by accident, and then we was like, I bet the cop's behind us like again.
Oh my gosh, really?
But he wasn't. Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Was the officer nice?
He was nice.
Was the driver a gentleman?
The driver was a gentleman.
So there was an officer and a gentleman,
Yeah.
and they were both. The officer was nice, though. Obviously, he gave him a warning. He didn't give him.
Yeah. He was nice. I think. Maybe
Did he
just a bit
say?
bored.
Did he ask for license and registration? Did he say license and registration?
I don't remember. I'm sure he did. He probably did.
Okay.
Must have.
Anyway, carry on.
So, yeah. So there was two films that we wanted to see, depending on what time we got there, and one film started like 20 minutes or so. So we was like, oh, we'll go to the next one. It's probably started already. And
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so you did get to there too late.
yeah, a little bit too late. But we had a choice of two things we wanted to see.
Yeah.
And then there's just like I don't
Wait,
know.
I'm sorry. What was the other thing you wanted to watch?
Maxine.
Maxine. Okay.
Yeah, Maxine. With who's in it?
With Max Lifshitz.
No, not Maxine.
Starring Max Lifshitz.
Who's the actress in Maxine? You know?
Maxine Waters?
Oh no, okay. You don't know.
No, I've never heard of it.
Okay. It was Mia Goth.
That's about
I
I think
was
it's
trying
about a isn't that about a zine, like an independently produced zine where they just take it to the max?
Yeah.
They eventually turn it into a magazine.
Yeah.
But
It's about Pepsi Max.
Who?
It's a zine about Pepsi Max.
Pepsi Man. Yeah.
Max.
Max is the name of the Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Max, not Pepsi Man. It's a
Pepsi
zine.
Max?
It's a zine about Pepsi Max called Max Zine. Wait, did you not get Pepsi Max in the US?
I don't know, but I can only imagine,
Oh, okay. I think it's like Diet Coke, Pepsi Max.
Okay. Oh, Pepsi
Anyway,
Max.
the actress in Maxine is called Mia Goth, and I was trying to bait you to say it, so that I went, "Oh, you a goth?"
Oh, that's funny. I did not know. I don't know, and I don't know. I've learned of Mia Goth in probably the last 6 months.
Okay, she's
Never
new.
heard of her before that.
New on the
What?
scene.
Well, I don't know. She's maybe been in other stuff in the past, but I think I first became aware of her from watching that movie Infinity Pool.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, carry on.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, there's just like, I don't think like the workers in the cinema like care anymore. Does it seem like a little bit of like a dying industry, or?
Well, is it? I mean, I guess certain movies do draw crowds,
Yeah.
but a lot of things are on demand now. People can watch them at home. And to be honest with you,
Yeah.
I hate to say this as a moviegoer myself, I have been not minding just staying home to watch a movie instead, or watching
Right.
it on TV. And I feel like my TV's big enough that it's looks. I feel like it's not. I don't know. Look. There's something to seeing a movie in a theater with people, and
Of
that's a
course.
fun and cool experience, and it's an old-fashioned experience at this point, kind of, and
Yeah.
it's cool. That's fun, but
And it's the best way to watch a film.
it is.
It's the best sound because,
Well, sometimes, yeah. I mean, so I've had bad sound issues at theaters,
mm,
but I don't know, man. These days, these theaters are so dirty. They got
that's what I mean. Like the
yeah,
people there, it just seems like they don't care.
yeah. But there's just
Their attitude is like, why aren't you at home streaming this right now?
Oh yeah, that's
Right.
they want you to stream it. Yeah, there's stickiness and I don't know, just the soda's spilling and
Yeah.
I don't
So
know. Of course, people talking in the movies, that's an
yeah,
issue, and I don't know.
I,
Anyway,
I got a slushie. They gave me a lid that didn't fit on it, and then I've got to serve myself, and there's slush all over the place. So
let me ask you something. When you say slushy, do you mean Slurpee?
yeah, like a Slurpee good.
Oh, and it was good.
It was good. Yeah, it was
What
actually
flavor?
good.
What flavor?
I did Sprite and Blue.
Sprite and blue.
Yeah,
Blue Sprite.
it was good.
Cool.
It
Cool.
was good. It
And
was.
okay, so you got there.
Mhm.
And what was you did? Did they have a bad attitude? These workers?
Yeah, yeah, just like they don't care anymore kind of attitude.
Just they don't care, but they weren't necessarily negative. They were just like
No, yeah, withdrawn.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And how many people were in the theater?
So it wasn't packed. Like our viewing wasn't packed, but then also someone decided to like sit right next to me, which I think like if it's packed, it's fair enough. Like that's
Yeah,
fine.
right.
But when it's
Yeah.
not, it's like I've got to listen to you like chewing
Well,
your
it is weird just
peanut
to
M&M.
It does feel weird. It does feel like an invasion of space when there's plenty of room to not do that, and then they do it.
Yeah,
Why are you in my area? I feel
yeah.
like if
I
there's
guess
plenty of room.
everyone just wants the back row. I guess it's the best.
Oh, you were in the
It's the
back row.
best seat. Hmm.
What? Why do you like that?
The back row.
I mean, I hear you. Actually, the back row's cool because no one's in back of you doing any funny business.
Yeah, I just feel like middle back row is like the best viewing experience.
Well, the back row also for me, the comfort of the back row. To me, okay, viewing
this-
wise,
yeah.
I think the kind of the middle-ish sort of
You're right at the front for viewing.
what? Oh yeah,
Right
well
at the
then,
front.
well then everything's so larger than life. It's nice. You
Yeah.
get a real surreal experience. No, I really like. I think I like kind of being maybe a third from the back or something like that,
Mhm.
and in the middle. But that's for viewing, for my own privacy, and I do like the back because you don't have anybody breathing on your neck. They're not blowing on your neck. Sometimes I get these people trying to kind of blow my ear to caress it and stuff. But actually,
Putting their feet
classically,
up.
my favorite spot, to be honest, because I just used to always do this as a kid, and I just kind of got used to it. Sitting on the side, actually,
Okay.
and being kind of all the way to the side.
Okay.
I'm on the right side. I'm just fully on the right side, and I'm kind of checking things out. I know it's weird. What can I say? I'm weird.
It's come right out of right field.
That's right. Yeah. So you saw long legs.
I saw long legs.
Okay, let me
Also-
ask you something. How long were they?
That's the thing. They were regular legs.
Oh, really?
it's,
So it's a bit of a letdown, huh?
it's false advertising.
Mhm.
And look, the trailers. There was 30 minutes of trailers, which is unnecessary.
Yeah. Why do trailers
If
for
I'd known,
movies have mini trailers for the trailer now?
I know. And if I'd known that it was 30 minutes of trailers, we would have gone to the other film because it
Ah.
hadn't even started yet.
Right.
And because it was a horror film, they were all horror trailers, and they were all exactly the same. So
Mhm.
the horror trailer that's in at the moment is like everything starts off and it's all good, and there's like positive music, and then
Yeah.
suddenly it's like do 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 do, and then suddenly it'll go boom, and then
Yeah.
freaky things start happening, and it was just
Right.
that again and again.
Yeah,
But
they all got the ukulele playing in the beginning. You know, it's all
yeah,
ukulele, kind of almost Hawaiian style.
yeah.
And well, I mean, ukulele, I guess, is
And
Hawaiian,
then at
but
some point it goes, and
yeah,
then
you hear a gun cock,
yeah,
right?
yeah, or a door creak, and
Right.
then it was that just again and again and again, and that's just kind of.
And you felt bored by that.
I felt bored by that, and by that time, I don't know. Listen, I'm not gonna no spoilers. I just didn't like the film. And
Oh,
if I,
long legs?
yeah, I don't know if it was everything leading up to that that made me not like it, but I just didn't think it was all that.
Uh-huh. Was it boring? No, you don't
Yeah, it
have to
was.
get into it.
Yeah.
It was
Oh
boring.
yeah. Yeah, it kind of was.
Was it scary though at all?
I mean, it was weird, and it was kind of like a lot of the film is like, oh, what's going on, what's happening, and then when it reveals what's going on and what's happening, it was just kind of like, oh, I don't know. I
Do
didn't
you
feel
get
like
scared? Are you capable of being scared?
I do like scary films,
Do you get scared?
but I don't know if I would say I get scared. I enjoy the like. I definitely jump at like jump scares.
Oh yeah, you get
Yeah,
goosebumps.
I get goosebumps.
Do you?
Yeah, probably.
Do you grab onto your wife?
No, I'm not. I'm not that scared.
Oh really? Did she grab onto you?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. She gets more scared than I do.
Uh-huh. She gets bumps. She starts bumping.
Yeah, she gets bumping,
Yeah.
backseat bumping.
Do you ever get scared where you got the popcorn and the popcorn spills all over the place, you know?
Yeah, no, I fall off my chair.
It spills everywhere. All the popcorn comes out of the whatever it is, the box or the cup.
Yeah,
And then the penis is revealed.
yeah, it's just left. Yeah, in an empty.
It's not even your penis. It's just some random penis that's revealed in there.
Yeah, yeah. I get the popcorn with the penis.
Yeah. You know, that's
Yeah.
a funny idea. That's what we need to do. We need a novelty thing at just spice up the cinema experience. They should sell a sort of adults only popcorn where you eat the popcorn and it's a fake penis, but it's made to look kind of real so that
Yeah.
you can, start popping those popcorns
Yeah.
away into your mouth and then start
Well, maybe-
revealing slowly a real full penis in there.
Maybe it's like the sauce dispenser for the popcorn, the butter dispenser.
Well, yeah, but I want
You
to
know,
reveal.
you could squeeze
it
it.
dispenses butter within the cup.
Yeah, yeah. So it's you reach down and squeeze it, and the butter comes out,
Oh wow, okay.
and you get that
Yeah.
flavor from the bottom.
Wow, you get that flavor from the bottom. Yeah, we call this flavor from the bottom. That would be so funny though if they sold cups with a penis that was in there already, and you just reveal it. You know?
Yeah, that would be funny.
That would just be that would be a good novelty. That's truly a good novelty, and they could switch it up a little bit. Maybe there's a breast in there or something. You know,
Yeah, why stop at the peen?
no one's ever done the breast.
Just balls.
Has it? Who? Okay, here's the other question. Who the hell was actually doing the popcorn gag? That doesn't come from any. I didn't just make that up. You
Yeah,
know about
IRL.
that, right?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
So who did it at first? And can you imagine somebody sticking their penis through the bottom of popcorn with all that butter and salt and stuff?
And oh god, I know.
Gosh, I mean, look, if the popcorn is completely unsalted, unbuttered, okay, I can sort of understand that, even though you probably be getting little kernels stuck in your
Crumbs.
penis and stuff. Yeah, popcorn crumbs in your penis, and that ain't right. But I can't imagine most movie popcorn, and this is where this technique was developed.
It's flavorless.
It's got the butter and the salt, and you're going to be sticking your penis through all that butter and salt. Yuck. Yuck. And was it worth it? Was it worth it for somebody to reveal your penis? I guess you get some girl to take the popcorn out and reveal your penis. Is that what happens?
Then all you get is a slap.
What?
Then all you get is a slap.
A slam?
Slap.
A slap, yeah. Exactly, yeah. Or I mean, maybe I don't know who has it worked on. That's the other question. Has a woman ever been, or a man ever been doing eating the popcorn from the thing, and then they see, wait, what is that? What is that? And they start kind of digging in, and they see that there's a penis there. And also, furthermore, for a penis to even be sort of I don't know, noticeable, it'd have to be erect, I'd imagine, right? So how is a person keeping an erect penis this whole time in the popcorn? You know, it almost makes me think this never even happened. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I've seen it depicted in movies before. I saw it depicted, I think, in the movie Diner, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say Mickey Rourke's character does it or something. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm making that up, but I've definitely
Maybe he
seen
invented it.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. I mean, look, it's based on a real thing. I actually, to be honest, I think I've heard my dad tell stories of this happening, you know?
Right.
In, you know, whatever, the 50s or whatever, you know?
It's the way things were.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, how do you keep the penis? Most penises, when they're not erect, they're pretty small, you know? And I can't imagine.
How often is someone getting to the very bottom of the popcorn bag?
Right.
Well,
I mean, you'd have to get to the very bottom with a flaccid penis. It'd have to also be, you know, it would be kind of laying down on the bottom of I mean, I don't know how that works. It's like if they're sticking it through the bottom of the cup or whatever it is, it's going to be on the bottom of the thing resting unless it was erect. I don't know. The whole thing seems very difficult from lots of different logistical standpoints, you know, and then not to mention the payoff. I mean, what are you expecting to get out of this? A slap, or do you think a woman is actually going to say, "Oh, that's your penis"? Oh, whoa, there's oh my god, there's a penis.
Get to
oh my
work.
god, I'm really into this. I mean, oh my god, you knew that. You know, oh my god, you know I love buttered penises. I love a buttered
With
salted
salt?
penis. Actually, come to think of it, a buttered salted penis, maybe that would maybe taste better than a non one, you know?
It's the best way to get a penis, I guess.
If you're gonna have to lick a penis or suck on it, you probably wouldn't mind that there was some butter on it and some whatever, yeah, some butter. You know, it's like eating corn on the cob or something like that.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm kind of hungry right now. I kind of want to get some penis on the cob right now. I'm hungry talking about this. Because I just started thinking about corn on the cob with some butter on it and some, you know, some whatever, some pepper. I want that right now.
That's good.
I want to eat that. Better yet, I want that corn off the cob. I don't want to do all that work. Give me corn. Give me corn, baby.
You ever get it elote style?
Yes, I would love that. I would love that.
Man, it's so good.
That's oh, I'm hungry right now. Damn,
Damn
I want to.
In my old apartment in LA, there used to be a guy that came to the apartment selling it. It was so good.
Oh yeah, he came to really.
Yeah.
He knocked on the door and say, "I got some elote."
He just goes out into the courtyard. He has a little horn.
Oh,
when you hear that horn, you know the corn's there.
The corn man's there.
Yeah. When you hear the horn,
here.
it's time for corn.
He horns for corn.
He horns for corn, yeah.
So did he have it? It was kind of shaved off the cob?
No, he had both.
Oh, he had it on the cob and off the cob.
Yeah, he has a little cart, big bucket of off the cob and on the cob too.
I'll take off the cob, thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what else? What did he put in it?
You get the butter, the cheese,
Lime?
like crumbly cheese, lime, and then I think it's like tahini or something. Oh, it's good.
The cojita cheese?
Yeah, the cojita
Some
cheese.
pepper in there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, I want that right now, actually.
Mm-hmm. Then imagine that on a penis.
Actually, that would be kind of cool. You know, you get some actual corn on the penis. Corn on the penis. It's like corn on the cob, but
yeah,
corn on the cock. Corn on the cock. Anyway, I'm sorry. Did you see any penises, or is the long legs have a penis in it?
There's no penises. There's no long penises and long legs.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, that was my gripe. Really, I just feel like
your gripe is that the workers are not that into it.
They're not that into it, and the commercials.
Okay.
The trailers.
Here's the thought.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then the loads of trailers.
So just if you want to go, you have to show up 30 minutes late, and you'll get there right on time.
Yeah, or you can have fun with the trailers a little bit. I feel like you can be a little disturbing during trailers. I feel like, you know.
Yeah. I
mean, talking during the movie is an absolute no.
Mm-hmm.
But during the trailers, okay, there's some wiggle room there. So maybe there can be some fun reactions to the trailers.
Yeah, you can guess when the horror trailer is going to turn.
Well, once it turns, it'd be funny if you go like this. You know, try to
like you weren't expecting it.
Yeah, and just kind of play into it a little bit and have fun.
Oh my god, no! no! He just starts screaming, no.
Once the turn in the trailer
Go
happens,
back!
you just
Go back!
yeah, you just gotta be do that. The person you're with is gonna love it. They're gonna think it's
Yeah.
hilarious, and then they'll start getting in
They're
on it.
thinking like, oh, he must have got butter and salt on his peen.
You what?
They're thinking, oh, he must have got butter and salt on his
Right,
peen.
right. It must be stinging right now. Actually, that's another thing you could do. You go like, the trailer turns at one point where it becomes scary, and then you go, oh, not the trailer, my penis. It's got the salt on it. Salty penis. Salty penis. That's almost like sounds like salted peanuts. Okay, so look, as for the employees, well, first of all, there are theaters, I think, where the employees are into it,
Yeah.
There are theaters like that, usually more independent theaters, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
The
independent theater experience is completely different. That's
maybe
great.
You gotta just
you have the guy coming up telling the story before. I love all that. That's good. That's a good experience.
Maybe you got to start asking questions to wake them up a little bit out of their stupor of just being withdrawn, So
yeah,
if they're just kind of just seem like they're kind of dead inside, just sort of just tearing the ticket, giving it to you, whatever, maybe you just got to wake them up and say, one, you could just say, hey, wake up, all right? We're at the movies.
yeah.
No. You could say this to them. You could say, hey, so have you seen this movie yet? And they might respond and be like, yeah. Well, Long Legs or Maxine? They go, Long Legs. That's the one I just ripped. Oh, yes, that's right. I did just rip that. Long Legs. Yeah, I saw it.
And then they just tell you the ending.
You go like, did you like it? Or maybe you could talk about the movie after the movie with them,
Yeah.
Well, come out the movie, and then if they look like they're kind of just bored or withdrawn, you just go, hey, did you watch that movie Long Legs? It kind of wasn't that long, huh? And by long, I mean wasn't that good. And he might go, oh, I actually liked it. And then you go, oh, she did?
Oh, she did. And then you go, remember me. Wake up next time.
Yeah. Hey, man, well, man, look, I got it. And well, let me get your number, We should watch a movie sometime,
Yeah, we'll stream it. Let's stream it together, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm thinking about doing a streaming of, I don't know, what's another movie? Event Horizon. My favorite. Hi, I'm Jack Birch, and my favorite movie is Event Horizon. You want to watch it at my house? I'm going to stream it. Let me get your number right quick. Wake them up, man. Tickle them, maybe. Maybe bring a feather with you, Bring a feather with you and tickle them a little bit with the feather, behind their back. It'll wake them up a little bit. Definitely could use a pick-me-up. Well,
so, yeah.
What else can you do to make the experience a little more... Did it seem kind of bleak in there?
A little bit. I've been to ones that were bleaker.
Hey, to deal with
it was kind of an impressive building. You have impressive cinemas over here, like this big monolithic thing with these stairs going up to it. Look like a cathedral. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, well, man. Let me ask you that. It's funny you say cathedral because I do feel that in some ways movies are kind of a religion in some way for some people. I mean the way that the actors in movies are they're kind of worshipped.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Aren't they?
Yeah.
The way that people worship celebrities, there's something kind of religious about that, And the way that people will just, it's not like religion because it's not supernatural, but there are these surreal, there is surreal elements to the movie going experience. I mean, you see these people and they're larger than life,
Yeah.
So when you do actually see a celebrity in real life, you're kind of not used to seeing them looking like a regular person. You're used to seeing them as kind of gods. I guess they are kind of godlike because they're comprised of light. You know what I mean? It's just light being. Yeah. I mean, it's it's light being projected
Wow.
onto a screen, and that's creating this person. So the person is made of light, and they are larger. They're kind of these gigantic people on the screen. So they are gods, I guess. They are gods. Brad Pitt is a god. He's a bit of a god.
And then you saw him real life, and the illusion.
Well, I know I saw him
swept
in
up.
real life, and I would thought, oh wow, that he
He
still
truly is a god.
has this aura of godliness to him because of how I'm used to seeing him, and so it was kind of a trip because but he actually is a pretty tall guy,
Yeah.
from what I remember, when I saw him. Okay, well, so that's it? That's all you've been up to?
That's the major stuff. That was the major thing that happened in my life. A bad cinema experience.
We've been working on this stand-up special nonstop. I mean, it's just been
The editing.
so much work with the editing because there was a lot of technical issues, and trying to fix those issues has been
Did you have someone directing it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a weird story, but well, anyway, yeah. I mean, a lot of it was, yeah. Anyway, yes. I mean, the short answer is yes.
Yeah. It was
the long answer is that, I mean, it was, I kind of, I kind of had a lot, I feel a lot of directorial choices were, made by me, and a lot of the,
and they were ignored.
Well, it was, yeah, I mean, and you don't see that in the final cut, but
right.
No, I mean, just, I would say this. I mean, obviously the show, the performance, and a lot of the things that are involved with the show were very much that was just my own thing, the lighting and the way that things are done in that way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. No, yeah.
Okay.
But anyway. Do you know Trevor Ames?
Yeah, he'd done a Poundhouse app.
That's right. Of course, yeah. So he was directing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you're editing it?
Well, he was editing it too, actually. But I was really involved with the editing process too, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I don't know where it's going to come out, but we'll see what happens next with it, One thing, I'll just say this, I guess, but there was an issue with the main camera was pretty shaky whenever there was laughs.
Oh, really?
And applause. My, performance was so explosive and so
whoa
profound.
Whoa.
I think your camera got turned off, I think.
Hold up. What's going on?
And I mean, it could just be me, I mean, I could just hear you,
Yeah, carry on. I'll figure it out.
It was so I had such a raucous performance that, yeah, man, anytime there's laughing and clapping, which there's a lot of, in fact, it's pretty much laughing and clapping the whole way through.
You're making the cameraman laugh too much.
Maybe that was happening too, but I think it was shaking the building. And it was shaking the whole building that it was shaking the camera. So, but no, we got to get away. We need a way to get the shakiness out. That's one thing that needs to be done.
Maybe just double down on it. Have the world's shakiest special.
Thought about that. Even putting a disclaimer on the front saying this set is so powerful that anyone who's epileptic or has prone to seizures or anything like that, there's a warning here that there might be some shakiness because of the the power of the set. So anyway,
I'm back. My video's back.
I know it.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I've been kind of just doing this whole last month is just working on that.
Hmm.
But
So is it? Do you feel like it's near to being done apart from the shakiness?
yeah, at this point, it's as
Yeah.
of today. Actually, as of today, I
Nice.
think pretty much besides the shakiness and besides a more finely tuned coloring
Hmm.
job, I think that will be good to go. I think.
Nice.
I
That's
mean,
cool.
I think so. Maybe there's a couple. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah. Look, we have some voice messages. So we get into these.
Let's get into them.
Okay, I am going to have you listen to this one. And this one is from 813. Yeah. I think this is Mike from Tampa.
Yeah, hi guys. This is Mike from Tampa. I'm calling from another diner. This time an Asian buffet.
Okay, he's calling from another diner.
And another diner, an Asian buffet.
Yeah, I guess he had called in the past and we listened to his message before. Okay, sorry. Let's see.
I'm just wrapping up here. Just got the check and everything. And, they hand you the check at like an Asian buffet or Chinese restaurant, say. And, of course, the fortune cookie, it's a staple with any, with every meal, the end of every meal. I can't help but, notice nowadays, maybe it's been like this for a while, how the fortunes aren't so much fortunes anymore. Even though I'm looking at the wrapper that the cookie comes in, clearly says fortune cookie with Chinese writing above it. I'm guessing that's how you say fortune cookie in Chinese. Anyway, for example, I'll just read this,
Well, I was just thinking to myself that the Chinese characters is how you write it, fortune cookie maybe,
Mhm.
but then it's pronounced fortune cookie. Did you know that? No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. But I mean, by the way, I know what he means. His message is not done yet, but
Mhm.
some of the fortunes are kind of interesting. They're not
quite fortunes.
They're not fortunes necessarily, but they're kind of just, I don't know. They're just words of affirmation.
Anyway,
Right.
for example, I'll just read this, the paper that's inside the cookie. This is what it says. It says, after a big storm comes tranquility. And I say, that's nice. That's but it reads more like an aphorism or maybe a piece of advice more than a fortune cookie. Aren't fortunes supposed to be like, oh, you will win, you will have great success in the future, something to come. Like it's saying something in the future, fortune, right? So my question is, when do you think that change occurred from like fortunes to say advice or even solution cookies, And what do you prefer, I'm guessing it's Brent and maybe Jack or another guest this week. So what do you prefer, like a fortune like it was in the past, or these these statements, these truisms, as it were? That's all I got. Bye.
Okay, well, thanks, Mike.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that I mean, look, if the statements
They've
were,
become proverbs now, right?
right, if they were a little more, I guess, thought provoking, maybe I would maybe be a little into that. I would be into that because, okay, I don't.
Well, what was his one? After a storm comes great calm.
Something like that. It's after. Let me see.
We've all heard this
I think
one.
After a big storm comes tranquility.
Mm.
Well, okay, yeah, but we all kind of know that,
Yeah.
And so give me something that I do. Why don't you tell me something I don't know or haven't thought of, or think about something from a different perspective?
After a great storm comes a big budded penis. You'd go, whoa.
Right. or when
Yo,
digging
what?
when digging at the bottom of a buttered of when the digging at the bottom of a popcorn barrel, beware the chub chub bird. No, or what about something like along lines of, did you ever notice that movie actors are basically gods?
Made
They're
of
made
light.
of light. They're made of light and they're larger than life.
And people go, whoa.
They go,
Cinema
Yeah,
is religion.
Cinema is religion. I mean, why don't they have? So I would like the statements if they were kind of, they were interesting. If they kind of rocked my world like my set did during that special. It rocks people's worlds.
Yeah, you want to be rocked.
Yeah, I would think that would be better. And then I also think, but then okay, I don't believe in anything superstitious, or I don't believe in anything supernatural, so I don't really believe that fortunes can be told, but
they can be exciting.
It's more fun. It could be just, it's fun to just, it's for fun. It's fun to hear something to say, you will win next week, you will win money from the woman of your dreams. She will win, or something like that, or just to say you will find a penis in the popcorn next week on Friday at a screening of Long Legs. Beware, but have fun.
Yeah, I guess I got a Long Legs.
Yeah, I mean, that's funny, actually. That's a funny idea, though. Hey, I thought someone sees the penis at the thing, and it's a big penis, and they go, what's this doing here? It's like, well, you wanted to watch Long Legs. I mean, I just would show you my longest leg. It's longer than his actual legs. But anyway, so, fortunes are probably more fun than the statements. But the statements, if they were maybe really philosophical, really thought-provoking, those maybe could be more fun. So it really depends on, what's going on,
There needs to be a shake-up in the fortune cookie industry.
Yeah,
They need some new writers.
I mean, I've got a fortune cookie bit that I'll be doing on my next special. Meaning not the one the one that we just shot, but the one after that.
The one after.
It's an old bit, it's an old bit, but yeah, I've got some fortune cookies, I've got some funny ones too. I do keep the funny ones, every now and then. I saw this fortune cookie once. I dated this October 25th, 2023. This is recent, kind of. And I got this from Panda Express. It goes, "You will be released from the burden of your past." I kind of, I thought to myself, maybe there's something to that, What else I got?
There is that classic gag one that people get, and it just says, "Help, I'm stuck in a fortune cookie factory."
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's kind of
that's funny. That's funny. There was a this company that made fortune cookies. They made gag fortune cookies, so they're all jokes. And they sent me a box of it was in one of those Chinese boxes, to-go boxes. And it was a bunch of fortune cookies that had these funny, they were all gag ones, but you know how one of the gags is you say the fortune cookie and then you say in bed at the end of it. You know about that gag?
No.
Oh yeah, if you read a fortune cookie, you just say in bed at the end of it. So it's an old kind of joke that people have were used to do in the past, I guess, more maybe, I don't know, but it's a kind of a classic gag. So for example, you read the fortune cookie and it says, after a big storm comes tranquility in bed, and it makes it kind of sound funny,
Yeah.
And that'd be kind of funny though if there was a fortune that's mentioned being in bed already, So you would say, if it said after a storm comes tranquility in bed, you do it like that. But yeah, next time you get a fortune, just let me know. And actually here, let's look at the one I just mentioned and then we'll see how funny it is with, the in bed thing. You will be released from the burden of your past in bed.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's how you do it. You just add bed. What's a new version of in bed that we can do that could take it to the next level? Instead of saying in bed, but just an add-on that really. I'm thinking.
Okay.
Instead of in bed. This is a bit crude, and I apologize, but I don't know if this will work.
Okay.
If it said instead of said in bed, what if it said from swallowing? You will be released from the burden of your past from swallowing.
Yeah, that was.
Or what's another one? I mean, after a big storm comes tranquility from swallowing. Okay, it adds a little bit of something there,
Yeah.
Or from squeezing. How about from squeezing?
Or from insertion.
From insertion. I like that. That's good. Yeah. You will be released from the burden of your past from insertion.
I got a fortune cookie generator up here right now.
Okay, yeah, give it to me.
Okay, wait.
After squeezing could be one,
Yeah, after squeezing. Stay focused on your goals. They will become reality from squeezing.
Or after squeezing.
After squeezing.
So that's fun. That's the new level of in bed is from insertion or after squeezing or from swallowing. Yeah, there's a lot of ways you can do it. You can also say, I mean, maybe it's not just adjectives, but you can maybe do something else. What if it was with James or with Jack Birch?
Yeah.
What if it said that, you will be released from the burden of your past with Jack Birch or something like that. Or actually, it's funnier if you don't even know their full name. It's just Jack, from Jack.
Yeah. From Matt.
Or with Jack, something like that. After a big storm comes tranquility with Jack. Or whatever. Or with Brent. After a big storm comes tranquility with Brent. Or what if it was in Brent?
Yeah, that's
who's
the
Brent? After a big storm comes tranquility in Brent.
Success is the result of determination and perseverance in Brent.
Yeah. You will be released from the burden of your past in Brent. That's interesting. That's funny. That's a way to really take it to the next level, And what else here? Okay. Well, all right. I mean, look, I don't know. Should we listen to one more? No, should we wrap it up or listen to one more voice message here?
Is it just one more? Maybe we can just do one more.
No, we've got two more messages, actually.
Okay. Well, then let's save them.
Actually, one of them's a joke. Well, yeah, we can save it. Oh, yeah, let's actually wrap it up.
Okay.
So, anyway, well, look, I think we kind of got some good ideas here. The new level of the fortune cookie gag, which is adding on to a fortune cookie. Mm-hmm. That is something to, I think, appreciate from this episode, I guess.
Uh-huh. And the penis in the bucket.
These are some new insights on the penis in the bucket, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Some new insights on how impractical it is, okay? And then also ways to make trailers more exciting is be more reactive to them and be a little over the top about it, because you can be a little disruptive during the trailers. It's not a big deal.
It is allowed.
Yeah, but just mind your manners, respect people's personal space, okay? If you're someone says, don't sit next to somebody, okay? If this theater is not like that, all right? And Please, no vaping in the theater, okay? No vaping in the theater, okay? People don't want that.
Unless unless it's two flavors, you're allowed popcorn and you're allowed buttered peanuts.
Unless it's penis flavor.
Yeah, unless it's buttered penis flavor, no vaping.
And also, no vape. Just start treating vaping like a cigarette, please, okay? You go outside to do it, you know? All right. I think that's going to do it for us, I guess. Let's see here.
Can I do a plug? Can I do a plug real quick?
Yeah, I was just about to plug myself, actually.
Okay. Do you mind if I plug first?
Plug me first. Plug me in the audience. Plug us in.
I'm gonna start doing some gaming streaming on Twitch. It'll probably be on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but it's gonna be happening soon. I haven't quite got it all together yet. But maybe I'll post about it on the Discord.
Yeah, okay, cool.
If I do that.
What's the Twitch channel? You don't have it yet?
It's Bigfoot's Wife is my gamer tag.
Okay, Bigfoot's Wife.
Yes.
So there's no apostrophe, I take it.
No apostrophe.
So meaning it's twitch.tv/Bigfoot's Wife.
Yes. Oh wait, the first O in foot is a 0. So just to make it confusing.
Thank you for mentioning that. The first O in Bigfoot?
Yes.
You got that, guys?
It's a 0.
First O is a 0.
Yeah.
Bigfoot's Wife. Okay, cool. What kind of games are you going to play?
So probably going to do some Elden Ring at first.
I didn't even know you played games.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Really?
Yeah.
You love playing games?
I do, yeah. I love it. And
really?
So, yeah.
Have you always played games, or is this a new hobby?
No, yeah, I've always played games.
Uh-huh. What system did you start with?
So my very first console was a PlayStation 1.
Uh-huh. What games? What kind of games do you play? Symphony of the Night?
No, I mean, I was a kid, so Rayman. I actually had a custom Rayman PlayStation 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It had Rayman visuals on the actual console?
On the actual console, yeah.
Rayman's good, by the way.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because you do the side scrollers, I guess. You like Rayman.
Yeah, I like that kind of game. You know, most games of that era are not like that, and you know, they start to go in a different direction. But Symphony of the Night, you know, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, that's good. And Rayman, that's good. You know.
Yeah, Castlevania is a good game.
That's about it. You know. But
so,
hey, you know what? I remember that. Check this out. So when the PlayStation came out, I had these neighbors who worked for a gaming magazine, and they were they would get stuff before it came out in the United States, and they got the PlayStation before it came out in the United States, and they let me borrow it, and so crazy. I borrowed this. It was a Japanese PlayStation, and you know, I played some games on there before it came out in the United States.
Do you remember what you played?
Yeah, well, one of them was Tekken, I think.
Uh-huh.
One of them was Ridge Racer.
Uh-huh.
And with Ridge Racer, what I figured out is you can take this, if the level would load, you could take the CD out and you could still play the level. You didn't need the CD in there.
That's crazy.
And what I did is I just kind of was experimenting. I put a CD in there and it would play music from the CD. Did you know that?
You're just breaking this test PlayStation.
Yeah, but you know that you could do that? I think you could do that with any PlayStation.
Oh, put music on the, yeah.
You could put your CDs, you let the level load, and then you can put a CD in there and you can get...
Well, it would play music and the level.
Yeah, so if I was playing Ridge Racer, I had this Best of Village People CD, okay? And so you go put this in, and I'm playing, you can't select the music, but the game will just select the track. And I was playing with Macho Man in there. I was playing Ridge Racer, I'm racing around, and I've got Macho Man playing.
That's pretty unique. Cool. That's a pretty unique experience.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, you know? Macho Man while you're playing Ridge Racer, that's pretty cool. And then but some other games I remember playing was this game that I don't know if it came out in the United States ever, but it was a fighting game with digitized real actors in it, you know, and it was these women, It was, and the main villain was a woman, but also the main protagonist was a woman too. Well, actually, I think there were two main protagonists, but it was some kind of fighting game with real. Was a mix actually of real digitized actors and
Okay.
animated stuff, but yeah, there was that, and then there was this flying shooter game that I played that I forgot what it was called, but yeah, it was kind of So that's how that was,
So yeah, I mean, I got all the PlayStation as the consoles went to the next generation. Then for the past couple of years, I've moved on to PC gaming, so doing that, and I'll just be doing things like Fallout RPGs like that.
Okay, okay, what did you play a lot when you were at PlayStation era?
PlayStation era, so it was like Rayman, like Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, Crash Bandicoot.
Tekken. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot, mate.
Crash Bandicoot, mate.
Yeah, all those like cutesy kiddie games, I guess, Spyro, things like that.
Oh, Spyro the Dragon.
Uh-huh.
And then and you played Tekken, huh?
Yeah. And then I think when I was like 10, I just begged my mum for GTA. Got into the Grand Theft Auto games.
Oh, yeah, that was on PlayStation?
PlayStation 2, yeah.
But it was Grand Theft Auto. It was a later one, I guess. 3.
3. Yeah.
3. Yeah. I remember Grand Theft Auto 1 or 2 or the first one.
The top down ones, they're cool.
Yeah, well, I just remember seeing that and it's just interesting how far they took that concept because it used to just be this overhead view and it just shows your guy going and stealing a police car, doing whatever, but it doesn't look. It's not done in a realistic way. It's more looks like a game,
Yeah.
But you do the same stuff you do in Grand Theft Auto later ones, but it just was interesting that this game that wasn't that different from a lot of other games in certain ways became this huge game. I mean, the first game wasn't that big, but I remember seeing that game though. I remember someone in college had it, but anyway, so all right, we'll check that out. As for me, I guess I'll just mention that, my brothers are coming into town and they're kind of putting on the show at the Dynasty Typewriter on August 13th. So that's when this comes out. That will be next Tuesday. And so it's a Dynasty Typewriter at 7:30, and I'll be on the show along with some other people. I don't know. I think Hannah Einbinder's on it, and more. I forgot actually, but anyway, yeah. So my brother's putting that on. So hey, if you're in the Los Angeles area, you want to check out a show, I mean, that might be something to check out. I don't know.
You go to that show.
Yeah. Anyway, that's about it. So we'll see. Look, if you want to carry on with us, we're gonna play this game. I think that Jack has that you did it on the Office Hours game night.
Yes.
He's got this game that he's going to do for the Unzipped here. What is Unzipped? We go an extra about half an hour, and we're going to kind of just get into it and play this game that Jack has maybe. Then that could be fun. We're going to maybe we'll also listen to some voice messages, but to do that, you got to go to our Patreon account, which is patreon.com/Poundcast. And not only do you get that bonus content there, but you also, or extended episode, but you get it 2 days early also. If you're just itching for the episode and you don't want to wait till Friday, well, you get it on Wednesday. And also there's other little tidbits on there. Sometimes every now and then I'll, it's not that big a deal, but if, some people seem interested, and sometimes I'll discover a new track that comes out, a music track, and I'll say, oh, here, check this out. It's a new music pick. Or whatever. I had some top 5, top 10 lists up on there too. Whatever, little things here and there. It's every so often, but the main perk of it is the extended episodes. We're also on YouTube. If you want to watch the episode on YouTube, it's youtube.com/thepoundcast. We're on Instagram, the Poundcast, and so on and so forth. So there it is. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.
I'll be back in the studio next week, and I think the guest is going to be composer Gabe Castro, composer of the Forest and the sequel. Sons of the Forest.
Oh, for real? That's cool.
Yeah. And otherwise, we'll see you next time. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.